Welcome creators, artists, smart professionals, and all those ready to take action and create a passion-centered lifestyle. This is another episode of the Creative Action Podcast. I'm your host, Bruno Flo. I dedicate my entire life to the mastery of my craft. From producing video games, music albums, and films, to creating websites, business projects, and marketing strategies. I'm also a martial artist, long-term meditator, and professional coach. As a creator or artist, your unique perspective sets you apart. I'm committed to help you on your path towards your own creative vision, while sharing with you how to avoid the common traps that lead to existential anxiety, low energy, and burnout. Let's unlock greater levels of flow, freedom, and fulfillment together. Welcome to the Creative Action Podcast. This is Bruno Flo, and nice to meet you. I'm so happy to have you here listening to this new episode in which I'm going to talk about a little bit about myself right now. I'm going to update about what's happening here on this on my own process. Right now I'm building this whole content production system. This what you are looking at right now. It's one of the outputs of the system I'm creating right now. It has been a lot of fun. This year I went to Thailand to fight in Thailand for the first time. I fought in Thailand. I lost. It doesn't matter. It was fucking great. I was training for 1 year and a half, dedicating myself almost completely to this, to training and doing diet and training with a strength and conditioning coach. I went full Muay Thai mode for 1 year and a half, and it was a great experience of self-development and learning about discipline and learning about what I'm able to do if I commit to it. And I have been thinking around this concept of discipline, this concept of commitment, this concept of control. And I have already posted a few podcasts talking about that. And you also have the ebook called 5 Mindset Shifts for Clarity, in which I speak about embracing control. And I speak about this subject that Epictetus says. I don't know how to say Epictetus in English. Do you say Epictetus? How do you say it? Epictetus. Oh.
We are looking at how to pronounce the name of this Greek Stoic philosopher.
Yes.
How do you say his name properly?
Yeah,
in
how
English,
do you say it?
It is normally pronounced as Epictetus.
Epictetus. Sorry for the video. Yeah, you heard everything. What a voice. Oh my god.
Epictetus.
So sexy. Epictetus. Well, okay. What I want to say is Epictetus talks about this concept called Dichotomy of Control, which it makes this difference between what is under your control and what's not on your control. I'm seeing right now here in my country, I'm from Argentina, I'm seeing a lot of pain and a lot of confusion and anxiety around the political arena right now. Because, we had elections, government elections just a few weeks ago. And I think it's great to be interested on this and to really be aware and study and review all the different possibilities when you're about to vote, no? And you're about to have an impact with your actions towards what's going to happen in your country. But in my own philosophy of how I see things, as I'm not really into politics and I'm not actively trying to influence in that area of life, it's like I don't use my mind on that. The other day a friend told me, hey, what do you think about what's happening in your country? And my opinion is very simple. Maybe it's like I had to vote, so I made my choice, and I did. Obviously I studied and I made my choice and everything, but after I vote I forgot about it completely, because it generates a lot of anxiety. Because if you watch social media and stuff, you will feel like shit, because it's blasting you with all that information that you cannot do anything At least I cannot do anything from the place I am. I can do a lot of other things, like helping people, like working for the best interest of all the people I know. But to that macro level, I cannot do anything. So I don't expose to that anymore, to that kind of information which is outside my control zone. And I don't know if this is the right thing. Maybe some people think that like I'm not responsible, something like that. But I don't choose to suffer from things that I know I cannot do anything. So this is just one example related to this. Is when you focus on what you cannot control, you feel like shit. But if you focus on what you can control, you can create great things. An example, this last year I was focusing on training and I was focusing on discipline. And when you are training, I was training 7 hours per day in Thailand. Imagine that. 6 times per week, 7 hours per day. It's a lot. And I was working also on the video game 4 hours per day. And also I was working on the coaching business at the same time. But well, I learned a lot about, yes, I can control moving one feet after another to go to the gym. Yes, I can control that. It's crazy because if you start to see what you can do, you may find new things you can do, like, or new perspectives about what you can do, like putting one feet after another. Like I was focusing only on the movement of my body. Well, it was that level of extreme discipline. Like I was feeling like shit, like not wanting to do anything. But I knew that I could put one feet after another. So, okay, one feet. Also, I knew that I could put music. I could use this song, which I really like, and it really pumps me up. So I put the music and automatically I start to feel better. So there are things that you can do if you are creative to see those things and to try and experiment which kind of things work for you. Be creative around what you can control. Be creative around your perspective on the things you can and you cannot control. We always try to look for new things you can control and new things you can start to ditch. Like I realized that I was worrying a lot about this and I never could do anything about this. Okay, acceptance, letting go. Let's continue. What's next? Choose that. It's just like that. So this episode is around that. It's around telling you my experience with control, about discipline, about how does it feel to release those things that you realize you cannot control. And I tell you, it feels great. It feels great. It's more lighter. Your mind gets more simple. So I recommend it to you. What are the things that maybe you are worrying but you cannot do anything about them? What if you accept them? Just accept them as they are. And accept your impossibility of doing something around that. And if you don't want to accept that, maybe you can do something. Maybe you have control around that. Maybe you can expand your power. You can expand your responsibility and do something about it. An example, I could do something about the political situation. I know I could do it. I could create an app, an example. I could create a website. I could create a blog around reflecting around these things. I could create an app for voting, a voting system, a referendum system. I could create a lot of things to help my country. Right now, it's not on my interest, so I choose to accept what are my natural inclinations right now, and I choose to accept that if I want to do what I propose to myself to do, I cannot take care of my country, let's say. So yeah, maybe egotistical right now saying it like that, but it's a decision you had to make. At first, I choose myself. Sorry. It's just like that. I choose myself first. If I'm not okay, I know do any other person any good. And also I feel more capable of serving others in this medium, which is this podcast, and which is speaking to you and creating this relationship with you in which you know me better, and eventually, I don't know, maybe we can share a word or two about what's your process and I don't know, whatever, which will be great actually. If you want to reach me out, do it at me at brunoflow.com. On my website, also brunoflow.com, you can see the contact form or the email to send me an email asking a question or share me your growth experience and your experience with creativity and your lifestyle you want to create. So I don't want to make this any longer. So this reflection around control, what is it right now that you cannot control but you are not accepting? And maybe what if you can control it? Maybe you can do something about it. Maybe there is room for you adding something to it, adding value from where you are right now. So be creative around that, reflect around that, embrace control, and embrace this wisdom in which you identify what you can control and what you cannot control. If you embrace control, you will discover that you can influence your results in a practical and clear way. Also, if you embrace control, you will stop expecting good things to happen to you because you know what is it under your control, and you will not be relying on magical thinking anymore. Also, you will start crafting plans, you will start taking action towards your goals, you will start to feel more powerful on your life, you will overcome challenges, and you will reveal to yourself a new sense of peace, confidence, and self-reliance. So embrace control, be smart about it. I hope this helps you or inspires you to take action in your life to create this life you deserve for you, this truth you have inside yourself that is asking you for some attention. So this is a space for that, to connect with that truth you have inside yourself, to let go of the resistance around this deep goal you know you have, and start reflecting around how can you act upon it, what's under your control to create this lifestyle you desire deeply. So I wish you the best. Thank you for listening, and I wish you an excellent day or night. It depends where you're at. Bye bye. Like what you heard today? Then remember, real transformation only happens when you take creative action. Curious about the possibility of crafting a passion-centered lifestyle with me and my team? Visit brunoflow.com/clarity and apply for a free clarity session call.